place where we could change ourselves, a place where we could become someone else. It was the start of what was becoming the metaverse.
We're learning surprising things about how we sense the world around us. Studies that look deep into the future of communications.
And we're really excited to chat with you guys.
I need some more coins, I need some new clothes. This is Habbo and I swear I'm so popular.
This video is a perspective of a hardcore Habbo player, which is me. I played during the period of 2006 till 2012. It was launched in 2001, became internationally known. It was first named Hotel Takala, which translates into English as Hotel Goldfish, and a few years later it would become what we know nowadays as
Habbo Hotel. This is a place where you can trade an empty pizza box for a fireplace, get famous by winning the waving contest, and a place where your friend shows up for the date with a new head.
We're taught how to not get scammed, raise our pets. It helped so many people to develop the skill set of socializing and really interacting with other people. Either you went online with your friends to play, or you went just online to meet new people. By having all these conversations with people that you don't know, you're actually improving your skill sets of communicating.
I started my own Habbo fan site, teaching myself HTML and a little bit of PHP. In the process, I learned how web hosts work, how to register a domain, how to upload via FTP, I recruited writers, I learned how to edit images.
Maybe you have even gained skill sets which you are applying right now into your real life that you have learned from Habbo without even realizing. Many of us grew up on Habbo Hotel.
Doesn't show any positive aspect of our wonderful community. It's a chance for people who aren't normally very social to be able to socialize with people who accept them and can't judge them based on their appearance or status.
Habbo's massive mobile and online game is celebrating its 15-year anniversary.
Only we know the experience and how it felt to be on Habbo Hotel. Habbo really gave us the freedom to explore ourselves. You can communicate with a large community, which sometimes has bad people in it and good people. You can purchase credits with real money, real dough, which allow you to spend it on furniture or Habbo Club or Builders Club. The most important thing is that you had the ability to make friends. I even met so many people because I just knew them from Habbo Hotel. It really just was a reflection of real life because you had so many people doing different things. Some people went to work, some people scammed people, some people were into the mafia. Everyone who played Habbo played for different purposes, and this is where the magic really was.
The hotel is moderated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is to ensure the highest safety standards are maintained.
Habbo was created for children, but in reality it was such an unsafe place for children. It was in fact so unsafe that Channel 4 News actually did an investigation to see what's going on.
Doing things to me without my permission. So both in public, you know, men would come up to me and say that they were doing all these sorts of things to me in my body without me asking.
So the little avatar would walk up to your avatar and say...
Yeah, and say, hello, I'm doing this to you.
They discovered some really terrible news in there.
Matthew Leonard pretended to be a teenager. He befriended a girl on Habbo Hotel. He said he'd buy her furniture. Matthew Leonard was in fact in his early 20s.
One of the conclusions was that Habbo was really being used by predators and people that don't have really good attention when it comes to children. And this news triggered the great mute.
You've just ruined a day for more than 2 million people. How do you feel about that?
I think people are angry because it has been the best part of what, 10 years that Habbo's been going on, and within a week Channel 4 have managed to basically tear that down.
Former CEO Paul Lafontaine actually made a statement regarding this news. I'm greatly saddened that following reports of abusing behavior amongst a very small part of the Habbo community, we have taken the decision to mute all conversation across the website. In June 13, 2012, Habbo implemented a mute ban, which muted every single player across every single server. That meant that people were not allowed to interact with each other. They could still be online and do things like dance and stuff like that, but they were not physically allowed to interact within the chat. This lasted till the 2nd of August, and that's when eventually the last server would be unmuted, and that server would be habbo.com. And there was one comment underneath the channel 4 news video, which I want to share with you guys. I love this website so much. It was my favorite game. I played that game for 3 or 4 years. Ever since channel 4 did this report, Habbo has gone downhill and made literally over 4 million users go down to about 1,000 users. This is the start of the dark ages of Habbo, and this makes me so sad. From this point, Habbo went down bad. Let's face it, we had to say goodbye to so many things on Habbo. I can remember so clearly that they took away the jump thingy, you know, where you could jump off. And that should have been a red sign, because after that they took away our hand, they took away the homepage, they took away all our games. Like, they took away so many things without realizing, and they gave us so many updates that weren't even relevant to this whole community.
Created a mess. This new version of the game looks like it was thrown together in 15 minutes before first period by some high school kid with a deadline. Why is this new version so bad? They took out features and they downgraded just about everything.
One of the biggest mistakes that they made was banning gambling. Gambling, just like in our real lives, had such a big impact on the economy as well, you know? It's just like a part of the economy. Every little part makes the economy. And the same thing applied to Habbo Hotel, because it was a community which had little communities that were all holding Habbo together. You cannot have supply without demand, right? Gambling was banned in 2014, but at the end is of course a children's game. I don't think teaching children at a young age how to gamble is really good. And one of the biggest factors that I think really made this game die.
It was so easy. There are all sorts of ways to get there. Millions of people check in every day.
Habbo was so simple. You need to remember, it was a game started in 2001. In 2001, there weren't many games out there. As a matter of fact, using the internet was pretty hard in itself.
You're smiling anyway.
I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
I'm taking a video.
Put the camera down. No, I'm taking a picture.
And of course, we need change. Like, everything needs to change to be relevant again or stay relevant. But sometimes change becomes too much. And it can be that eventually, instead of helping the game, you're actually helping the game to die. Start to change so fast. Like, you can try it out for yourself. I think the company underestimated the power of simplicity, especially when it comes to their game, because now if you log in, you need to read so many things, you need to go through so many things. And the numbers don't lie. Like, we saw a decline over the past few years, and it kept on declining till 2020, but this year it's declining again. Is there any hope left for Habbo? Well, fun fact, a few months ago I actually made a video about NFTs, and I was just explaining how NFTs work, and I used Habbo as an example, but back then they didn't have NFTs. In September 2021 they released an NFT collection. First one actually sold out within the first 24 hours, raising over $40 million. Makes sense that they continue to create more. Even though the players are declining, I do believe that NFTs are bringing a new sense of awareness.
Habbo Hotel is releasing their own NFT avatar collection, and this is going to be massive for the NFT space. This is the first time that a traditional game has finally gone out and made their own avatar collection.
And seeing Habbo get a little bit of recognition these days just warms my heart. I loved Habbo, and I think a lot of you guys loved Habbo too, and it would forever live on into my heart, and I hope in your heart as well. Even though the game really continues to live on currently, I do feel like the end is near. I just want to say at the end, thank you, Habbo, for making my teenage years less cringy, less awkward, less alone, more connected with the whole world. Thank you.
There's only so much any website anywhere can do.
I also want to thank you for taking the time out of your day today to watch this video. If you would like to receive weekly a video where I dive a little bit deeper into things like I'm doing right now, you can do so by subscribing down below. Did you know that by commenting or leaving a like or just subscribe, you're not only giving a signal to me that you like this video, but you're also telling YouTube that you like this video, which really helps out this channel more than you would realize. Thank you so much for watching once again, and enjoy your day wherever you are. Bye bye.